Hello world, this is ComputerHeat and Kilrathy Soldier. So, of course, once again, it's another episode of Hello World series. And Kilrathy Soldier, how are you doing?
I'm okay. I'm okay. And you?
I am excellent. I know that you've got a bit of a sore throat, but we're not going to let that slow us down. You got your eucalyptus
Nope, nope.
pills to pop in your mouth. So, if there's any like gross crunching or sucking noises, that's what it is. But yeah, so this today. Yes, exactly. Get used to that. We have a game with Bradare and Jim versus VIPUKS and ZarkCloud from the Hearts of Iron clan. And you know what? I have no idea how long this replay is. Would you count us in, please?
Yep. 5 seconds mark. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. So right away, you can see Jim is. Whoa, Jim's picked a commander, and he's gone for armored assault, and he's building us up tier 1. So we'll probably see a couple of M3s out of there.
And VIPUKS has gone for Jaeger armor doctrine.
Oh man, the Storm Pioneers are bugging out so bad at these quarters. Are you
Yeah, I
seeing
see
this?
that now.
It looks so funny. Oh,
But quite annoying.
they managed to free themselves. But the other half of the squad is almost like the first two guys in the squad are almost all the way out to the right side cutoff. Anyway, so here we are in Minsk Pocket, and yeah, it's it's a decent 2v2 map. I kind of wish they would take it out of the 1v1 rotation, but it's
Yeah.
not bad. It's not bad for
Way
2v2.
too big.
Yeah, way too big for 1v1. But I don't really
Got
know
some
what to.
penals up.
Really,
Sorry.
really. Penals from who?
Oh.
Oh, Jim. Okay, I forgot that we had double Soviet, so I was looking at Bradare and thinking that was I was looking at the one Soviet player. So yes, that makes me happy already. So the penals just leaving the base at the moment, and so the
We got some drunk driving there.
yes, oh my god, yep. Quite a bit of crushing, but I think that these are large buildings, and the bigger a building is, the harder it can be to knock it down, because it's just more parts of the building that you have to hit with your truck before it will collapse. So I think it's not going to be too bad for Bradare, although the combat engineers are
That is
forced
so
off.
stupid.
What is?
I mean, that the fact that you can get off by playing like that. I mean, I never do it because I just find it so stupid. But I mean, hey, I mean, each to his own.
Yeah, I know a lot of people really don't like it. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. I was also very... I did a lot of Jeep pushing and bike pushing in Company of Heroes 1, so my hands are not...
Oh, you'll die for that.
But, I mean, what's the alternative? Like, that it can't push infantry, and then it'll just, like, get stuck. Anyway, let's not go into that. Oh, Stern Pioneers are cutting down Bradare's conscript, so nice ZarkCloud to just hide them back around that corner, where they're going to immediately be at their ideal range. Jim has gotten himself, combat on the left as well, Jim's gotten himself an M3, and I don't see Flamers upgrading anywhere in his army. We'll go back over to the right.
Those smokes are way too exposed.
Which ones? The ones that the M3 is rolling up onto? Taking
Yeah, I
quite
mean,
a bit of damage.
at first they were like running on the open field, and then like he couldn't figure out where to put them in cover. And then, I mean, they wouldn't even like in good cover, so...
And they take a fair bit of damage, and they're forced to retreat. I think some of this wire is incomplete, and it looks like Jim is shooting at it, so he ought to be able to destroy it. You can see the health bars going down. And I can see that VIPUKS has taken a strong hold on the middle. There's some sandbags down on the fuel point, so they may be expecting to have to fight around there a whole lot early on, and sandbags certainly help against things like a Kuba wagon or anything that does suppression, but there's not a whole lot of green cover on this map, so you kind of have to build it yourself, and controlling it can give you a huge advantage in the early engagements. Nice splitting up to try to flank this machine gun. It's shooting on Bradare's conscripts in the center, but Jim's not moving his penal battalion up to try to hit the left flank, and the conscripts on the right are forced away. That's not the best teamwork right there.
Is he trying to catch those guys who's catching the VIP? Yeah, I think he was. And that was he had a great opportunity there to flank that MG, like you said.
Yeah.
And now he's going back. Okay.
So I am pretty sure that this is the same Jim who Company of Heroes 1 veterans will know as a really excellent 2v2 player and someone who's kind of notorious for never picking his doctrine or commander company until like an hour into any game. So I think this is the same guy, but I'm not sure. I couldn't do enough detective work beforehand to find out. He's gotten himself a sniper, so he still has his M3 driving around to the right with a squad of penal battalion in there, and he just drove it back into friendly territory. And I'm wondering if he's going to use that opportunity to upgrade them to flamers and try to get some nice flanks with that.
Large concentration of troops there.
Yeah, plenty of targets to shoot at. The Grenadiers are going to put the damaged engine onto the scout car, so that's going to prevent any chasing. And there's a Rakettenwerfer as well. Oh my god. I want to see some kind of crazy demo charge, or satchel. I don't think it's going to work, but he is throwing one anyway. Oh, this could be nasty. Holy shit, I can't believe that actually worked.
One squad.
Yeah,
okay, there were 2 squads and 1 is left. Okay, I had to be sure.
Wow.
And a second sniper's out.
Yeah, there's also an AA half-track building from ZarkCloud. That could be really nasty. Bradare has no tech,
and
so
it's out.
Yeah, so against tier 1 and no against tier 1 and no tier 2 from either player, this half-track, this flak half-track is pretty much going to be able to bully everything from both Soviet players. They're not really going to be able to do anything against it. Neither player has guards at their disposal either, so there can't be like a guard squad sitting in the M3 driving circles around the flak half-track, which would be extremely risky in itself. But this is going to be a problem. I'm not really sure what they're going to do about it. I think one of the players is just going to... They're either going to need to storm it with like 5 squads of conscripts and all chuck AT grenades at once, or one of them's going to need to go tier 2. I have a 120mm mortar purchased from Bradare.
But then again, it might be very well be supported, so
yeah,
might not work in the end then.
Exactly. It's going to be difficult for them to deal with, and it ought to buy the German players a lot of map control. So we only have 1 player left who hasn't picked a commander yet, and yeah, so that ZarkCloud. VIPUKS went for the Jaeger Armor Commander, which will give me elephants later on in the game, and this is an excellent map for
There's
elephants.
a 120mm mortar out.
Yeah, let me know where it sets up. Oh!
Sets up in the small town.
Very good.
Setting up there.
Yeah, right near the combat engineer that just got cut down as it was trying to lay a mine. And yeah, it looks like the right side is also going to fall into German hands. There's just sweeping forward right now. I heard a mine go off somewhere. Looks like it killed a couple of
near the
Grenadiers.
middle of the sandbags.
Half-track as well for VIPUKS. That's a great choice to just keep this forward momentum going. And it's not like there's nothing to provide suppression against the German units, so no Maxim or anything like that. So they're not going to be forced to retreat because of that. They'll just be able to walk back to the half-track and reinforce.
This gun is out.
Very good. They're going to need that.
Oh, I love hearing the sound of that 120mm mortar.
It has such a nice, heavy, bassy thump when it lands.
Yeah. Oh, right in front of them.
The fuel point is about to fall to VIPUKS's Grenadiers, and this AA half-track is going to have a hard time as long as these Grenadiers with their light machine guns are up at the front. Something just blew up. What was that?
Yeah,
the M3.
Yeah.
This went down to a pack.
Oh, that
wow.
was a pack.
So the AA half track is actually behind the reinforced. Wait, is that the reinforced barbed wire? Yeah, so it actually can't get closer. I'm amazed that and it's shooting directly into the ground also, so it's not able to stop this penal battalion. Snipers are still out doing work, and AT gun takes a shot at the half track. Campus.
Well, I mean, we can do the shotcast in Danish.
But that's not even real Danish. That's like
I know.
That's fake ComputerHeat Danish. So the MG42 took a big hit from the 120mm mortar, and penal battalion tries. Can't try to throw a satchel charge on there. It's crazy. No. Oh. The Grenadiers missed their opportunity to finish off the penal battalion as it retreats away. And Volks Grenadiers are coming up.
Exposed.
Yes, but they've got vet, they ought to be able to move away, and Volks Grenadiers are not the biggest threat to them. Not like the light machine guns on the Grenadiers. A squad of shock troops has come to start pushing everything back.
He should probably get some flamers on those combat engineers. That would be nice. It would make them more potent.
Yeah, definitely. It's nice to have sweepers on at least one of them, but especially when your opponents are just charging forward with massed infantry.
Yeah, exactly.
If they don't focus down.
Nice.
Yeah, if they don't focus down the flamer, then they can suffer some pretty bad casualties. Mortars continuing to fall, and the allies are really struggling to get a hold onto get their fuel back under their control. They do at least have the munitions.
Do some good.
Yeah,
they need the suppression.
They definitely do. The Grenadiers are just sitting at long range, firing at them, and there's nothing to cause them to have to retreat. I mean, even the snipers getting in kills, quite a lot of kills actually. Between two of them, they have 23 kills. But they can't force this. They can't force these units away with just mortars and AT guns.
No.
On the left side of the map is a squad capping the munitions point, and just have free access to everything up there. The Germans just completely, well, they're actually slightly getting pushed back now, but they have been holding up strong, consistent pressure onto Jim and Bradare. And here's a tool that may help to help the allies to break out. Jim's getting himself a Katyusha.
Oh, nice.
Bradare
yeah, there's a heavy concentration there of the Germans' forces there in the middle.
Bradare will, before too long, have access to the howitzer. I'm keeping track of how many times I say to someone the other day. Watched one of the recent casts and counted every time I said or and yeah, it was a very large number. No, I'm gonna focus on making good commentary. Here comes a squad of flamethrowers, mortars firing as well. Yeah, we both do it. Oh man. If the mortar hits on this squad, or this cluster of four...
Oh, Katyusha firing.
Oh,
nice
coming in
there.
on the half track. I don't think it's gotten any kills yet, but it's doing a lot of damage. And it may force some squads away.
It's breaking the German forces a little bit up, so it causes some confusion, and then you take the initiative if you can.
Yes, and at the same time, all of the Volks Grenadiers got chased away, so now it's the two allied players fighting against one Axis player, essentially. The Grenadiers at risk of going down to the snipers. Oh yeah, they need to pull back. Nice use of sprint again and again by Jim to get his snipers out of danger without having to retreat them all the way back to base. Not that base is particularly far away for either of them. So ZarkCloud's gotten his tier 1 up, as well as his tier 2. It's a rather forward tier 1, and I don't know how recently that went up. He's already got the reinforce point unlocked.
Oh, there's a walking Stuka.
Really? Oh boy,
yeah.
That's not what you want your opponent to have when you're backed into a corner.
It's
That's
like
a really nice choice, though. Yeah.
Oh, the half track just went down.
Yep. This gun proving its worth. very badly damaged. I'm wondering if he's gonna keep it forward to try to finish off this flak half-track. The flak half-track gets forced away, and it's gonna take more than one hit from the AT gun to finally kill it. ZarkCloud's Smoke Grenadiers are moving forward, and Black Track gets a couple of hits on the shock troops. Oh, now the Zis needs to go back.
Katusha is lining up.
Very good. Yeah, it got 0 kills in that last barrage, but it did do a fair bit of damage. And do we have tier 4? Yeah, Bradare is also going tier 4. That's not a. I mean, that's a pretty good choice in this map, to be honest, because Katyushas and Su-85s are very strong here. You can get the long sight lines down the front and down the sides, and although when the elephant comes out, they're going to need probably some medium tanks, and Jim will be able to supply those in the form of T-34-85s. They may decide to get IS-2s instead.
I like how ZarkCloud has been going all this barbed wire frenzy all over the map. He's tried to close the allies in from the left, northwest, sorry.
Yeah, that wire can be particularly nasty until you have a vehicle big enough to crush it, and neither Bradare nor Jim has it. Do you see where it's falling?
Yeah, this is gun, but didn't hit it.
Oh, got two kills in the squad, but it ought to be able to back away. Katyusha's returning the favor, I believe. I thought I heard it fire.
It did, but it was firing on their side of the map, at the edge of it.
Huh. Did he fire a complete
like
barrage?
The blue side. Yeah, full barrage, as far as I could see.
So VIPUKS has gotten himself a P4, and yeah, good choice. You know, just anything to help you continue turning up the pressure is going to be good. The elephant is now available.
And he has enough stupid dive bombing.
Yeah, it doesn't really have a target for it, but if Bradare decides to build himself a howitzer, then VIPUKS has enough munitions to be able to do the walking Stuka, or not walking Stuka, the Stuka dive bomb and recon flight combo, which instantly will kill that.
Yeah.
I haven't really been noticing it all that much. I mean, I've been commenting on it, but I haven't seen it so much. Jim's snipers have got almost 50 kills between them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where are they now?
They are in the. They're near the fuel point.
Ah, there. Okay. Yeah.
So Bradare went for Soviet shock army, which surprises me a little. I mean, you get the shock troops and you get the 120mm mortar. The PPSHs can be nice as well, but it doesn't seem to me like the best unit for this map. Oh boy, Su-85 gets caught out. Luckily he has the backup of the Zis gun. He's going to need to keep backing away, and if this P4 gets a little too brave, it could be in big trouble. Katyusha barrage falling on top, but passing a little too far over the heads of
some lucky ones there.
Something of Bradare's just died, and I don't know what it was.
Oh, sniper!
Oh! That was... Jim immediately queues up 2 new snipers to replace the ones that he just lost. Oh, that really hurt those snipers. Oh, man.
One is just cuddled up, and the other 3 are like...
Yes, crawling around in pain on the ground. You can tell, I'm sure that ZarkCloud is just like, yes! When seeing all of that XP pop up, that was pretty beautiful. I can't believe.
Oh, something. Oh, the plane just went down. Almost at the walking Stuka, right next to it.
Oh, landing in the trees between the walking Stuka and the mechanized regiment headquarters. He is so lucky that didn't land on his battle group headquarters.
That besides the strafing, you just got a free bombing rate.
Yeah, 2 abilities for the price of 1.
It's smart.
No. It did quite a bit of damage, however. Yeah, oh, I see what you mean about ZarkCloud and this reinforced barbed wire. And
Yeah,
that
that's
shit
well,
is
yeah.
ridiculous. He's certainly not playing abusively with it, as some people do. But I think that stuff is... I really wish you could cut it with barbed wire cutters. Anyway, here comes another Katyusha barrage.
Yeah.
The center of the map, but yeah, it's nice to actually see people using barbed wire strategically. Katyusha is scattering all over, not hitting anything. Yeah, I don't think that got a single kill. He's firing it from max range. I'm a little surprised he's not getting closer up to use it. With the Zisgun and the Su-85, he doesn't quite have to worry so much about getting charged down by a P4. Particularly if there are conscripts nearby to throw AT grenades and get a snare.
Well, I think he's just being cautious because time and time again, the Germans have kept on like pushing and just surprising in that sense.
So we do have a commander pick from ZarkCloud. He's gone for the ever popular fortifications commander. Bradare implying that the blobs have a narcoleptic effect on him, and we'll see how this goes. ZarkCloud.
The squad. Oh, nice mine there.
Yes. Oh, that mortar almost did a ton of damage, and I hear the walking Stuka firing again.
Oh.
There's a fair bit of damage to one of the Su-85s, but not very much, and does chase one squad of conscripts back to base.
There's a 2-2-1 now.
Really?
Yeah. It's there right in the middle of VP.
It must be... What a strange choice.
Thing.
Oh my god! Katyusha barrage. The first rockets from it killed a full squad of Volksgrenadiers and chased some Oversoldaten on back to base.
That's a nice win for the Allies there.
Definitely, definitely. ZarkCloud still has... Actually, he doesn't have that many. He's down to just one squad of Volksgrenadiers and Oversoldaten. He does have all 3 tier buildings up, which makes me think that he is probably going to try to go for King Tiger. That said, he is not focusing his fuel to try to rush it out as quickly as possible, which is not a bad idea. This commander has lots of good things to spend munitions on in the form of S-mines, and he could put down some bunkers as well if he likes, to just make holding onto flanks from lone capping squads a little bit easier. The AA half-track has been tasked to try to get rid of some...
Oh, nice. There's an IS-2 out now.
That could be a bit of a problem for the Germans. Oh, P4 gets destroyed.
Yeah.
That is a big win, yeah. And not that the P4 is really much of a threat at all to the IS-2, but the Germans are running very low on AT. There's only a Rakettenwerfer from ZarkCloud, and VIPUKS just lost his pack.
Oh,
however, the elephant
is out.
Yes, so that will keep Jim from playing too. Oh, wait, I hear a Stuka bombing strike coming in. Where is it? Oh, please. Did the walking Stuka hit there as well?
Yeah. I mean, they're going up against good players, so they should know that they will know.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that at the beginning, but ZarkCloud and VIPUKS are number 12 at the moment on the arranged team ladders, 2v2 for Axis, and Bradare and Jim are number 5 with allies. So yeah, these are very highly ranked teams. And if this is the same Jim that I think it is, he's won himself a slew of tournaments in the first company of heroes. IS-2 breaks some barbed wire and chases away the Sturm Pioneers who've been busy as beavers up at the top. push coming in from the Allies onto the center victory point. I don't think they can get all that close to it without... oh, there's a Panther building, by the way, from ZarkCloud. I figured we couldn't wait for King Tiger. And they're actually Ostrupin sitting in a trench. Interesting.
That trench is actually pretty good.
So I think this is the reason that VIPUKS got himself the... Oh! Nice Katyusha barrage. Looked like that was a concentrated barrage onto the...
When did it hit?
My phone is ringing.
Ah!
Let's mute that.
It was
onto the AA half track. Yeah, so I think the reason...
Dive coming.
Looks like it's coming in on the heavy mortar, blasts it to pieces, and clears out the AT gun.
Yeah.
ZarkCloud wastes no time in salvaging the wreckage of the destroyed AA half-track. And, okay, now I finally have a chance to say it. The reason that VIPUKS got himself this scout car, I believe, is merely to get himself a spotting scope onto it, because that thing gets insane range. If there's ever another calm moment in this match, holy crap, then we'll turn on the Fog of War and see how far that thing can see. Pack stolen and immediately destroyed by the walking Stuka. You know, the Allies have stabilized quite a bit. They've taken back their fuel point. They're about to raise the munitions on the left, and they've got a VP under their control, and they're beginning to contest the middle VP as well. Oh boy, I think one of these snipers is probably going to go down to a squad of Grens, and the Zis gun is in trouble as well.
Ah, the Germans took that mortar there, okay.
Yes, the Zis was barraging it to try to stop the larceny, but he makes it on back to the base. And ZarkCloud is building himself a Pack 43 behind the trench.
So if it wasn't enough with the elephant, get the Pack 43.
Well, the Pack 43 will help, may be able to help with flanking. What the hell was that? Something just blew up and died.
It was the truck, the
ambient truck.
Yeah.
Okay. This little hill is so difficult for tanks to shoot past it. We saw the Panther just now shooting directly into the ground when it was trying to hit the IS-2, and earlier on the AA half-track was failing to hit anything on the other side. Katyusha's fire is falling onto the trench and onto the Pack 43. Trench takes a bunch of damage. The squadron is forced away, and wow, Pack 43 is destroyed in the first barrage. Those things don't have a whole lot of
nice win there.
Yeah, that's a huge win. I mean, ZarkCloud can afford.
Knew it was there?
Yeah, there were a couple of squads that had gotten up close, but it had not fired yet. You see Jim's got his penal battalions up close, and you hear the walking Stuka firing. I'm not sure where it is. Probably on the Zis gun right in the middle. Ooh, nasty hits. That hurts.
Yeah.
The Panther is backing away, having lost most of his infantry support. Probably going to head on back to the repair truck. And that walking Stuka's got 17 kills.
And the Pack 43 got none.
Pack 43, I don't even think it fired a single shot in anger. Bradare is building himself another Su-85, and other than that, his army is
the Katyusha has 70 kills as well.
Not bad. Yeah, Bradare's gotten himself a Katyusha as well, so it's nice to see they both have those, and that Bradare had the presence of mind to not get a howitzer when they're facing the elephant commander that VIPUKS is using, Jaeger armor.
Yeah.
Trench. I wish I knew what what bonuses the trench provided. I mean, you can put team weapons in it, which is one thing that it does. You can even put mortars inside. Whoa. Oh, this could be nasty. Which Katyusha's firing? Looks like it's Bradare's Katyusha. Oh, wipes out the trench. The machine gun is not killed. And oh, looks like 120 millimeter. Yeah, it got destroyed. So Remove that from Axis hands.
Okay, fog of war. I'm gonna.
And tell me how far can that thing see. There's actually a demo charge put down in the middle, and there are a couple of grenadiers.
They can actually spot the Su-85.
Wow.
Yeah, it's.
So it's
now
the Elephant has a spotting scope on it as well, but one thing to note about that is that the spotting scope doesn't work when the vehicle's moving, and the Elephant can't move its turret very much without having to move the entire vehicle. ISU is fighting the Panther on the left time, while at the same time this fight in the center is happening. And woo, Su-85 barely escapes death, backing away from the Elephant. Looks like the IS-2 and Panther both backed off from their respective fights. Everything is just walking around the demo.
The P4. I mean, they split up now, so...
Yes. So new P4 out from VIPUKS, and that's covering the central VP as Bradare's conscripts hoorah over towards... Oh! Demo charge gets detonated underneath the Panzer IV, doing terrible damage to it. It's actually vulnerable now to a Katyusha barrage, and I hear a walking Stuka falling, but I don't think it actually connected with anything. Do you see if that hit anything? I don't think that it did.
No, maybe just a little bit of the Su-85.
Katyusha barrage is falling
onto...
Nice. Ooh, really nice hit. Looks like that was Bradare's Katyusha, so let's see. That's got itself 12 kills, and Jim's Katyusha is firing as well onto the fuel point. There's a little bit of damage onto one of the Volksgrenadier squads, and they are chased off by a combination of conscripts and the IS-2. Conscript squad way, way deep up on the middle VP. That looks like it was probably a misclick, and Bradare retreats them back to base before they get cut down by the machine gun. So two
coming in for the Elephant now.
Two fuel points built by the Allies, and I can see that the Axis have themselves one fuel cache, is what I meant to say. Built themselves one also.
I like this play from VIPUKS from getting the 221 besides for the anti-infantry ability, which is mostly useful, but to use it in a, like it says, scout car, so it's actually using it to what it's built for.
Yes, according to its name. So yeah, he's already upgraded the spotting scope on his new 221, and he's not even bothering to upgrade the autocannon at all. Those things are so squishy that once they're tank destroyers and you just this many conscripts with AT grenades around, they pretty much lose their combat role. Katyusha is firing probably onto the fuel, yes, and oh, Su-85 is destroyed by the Elephant. The Elephant's now close enough that it can start shooting at the base. IS-2, probably a scatter shot action.
I think ZarkCloud is using the zeroing artillery now.
Really?
Yeah, he's using it. Ouch, ouch. And a Stuka dive coming in.
Oh, just barely misses the IS-2. Jim has the presence of mind to pull that back, and amazingly his snipers did not suffer very much damage at all from that last walking Stuka barrage. Everything is retreating back into the Allied base. The Panther is charging forward.
A little too close to the action.
And just a couple of shots, just a couple of bombs
might
are
go
falling.
Down now. He's trying to get that.
Oh, Su-85 is destroyed, and oh my god, look how fast that Panther goes once it gets the road bonus. Wow. Bradare's army is in a bit of a shambles at the moment, and the IS-2 is trying to drive out of the map.
Nice flank, nice flank. Now just surround the Elephant.
Yes, and you need to get up on that. P4 is trying to back out of the base. I'm surprised I haven't seen the AT grenades thrown on it. Looks like maybe one was thrown in. It's trying to get rear armor shots in these T-34-85s as they attempt to circle around behind the Elephant. The Elephant's not really able to get a good shot on them. Doesn't have an angle on either of the tanks right now.
One of the T-34s damage engine, but they're gonna take care of it. but that P4 might be a problem if they can take care of it. Okay, the infantry is falling back. One T-34 is down. T-34, the other one is behind it. Get some good shots. Yeah, elephant down.
Elephant is destroyed, and this P4 may suffer the same fate. All of the Panzerschreck Volksgrenadiers are up to attempt to support it, but I hear a Katyusha firing. This could be a really, really nasty barrage.
Oh, no.
Oh my god! Oh my god! That was so many kills. All of the Panzerschrecks are falling back in disarray. The P4 is in real danger of going down. It misses, goes out of control. Whoa! Oh, the combat engineers need to fall back. Just get all of these squads away from here. More Katyusha fire. Oh, whoa! Full squad of Obersoldaten goes down to a Katyusha barrage, and one squad is falling back with just a single man remaining. And wow, their backs up against the wall. The Allies managed to repulse that attack.
That was a nice battle there.
Indeed. So what are we left with between the armies?
Oh, that's the third Katyusha out now.
Yes, Bradare has 2, Jim's got 1, and so they're going to be able to keep up the pressure. The walking Stuka is also still alive, falling, but lands harmless.
The sniper almost fighted.
So VIPUKS has gotten himself a new elephant after that last fight, and he still has his his scout car to provide vision for it. Bradare's got his 2 Katyushas, and I expect he's going to make himself some Su-85 soon.
A single combat engineer with Minesweeper would do some good on the right side.
Oh, are you seeing this Katyusha barrage go in the center? It's killed so much already.
They just need to ramp up nice.
Yeah, like you were saying, it would be nice to see some distraction, harassment over on the left. I think these players are just having their APM pushed to the absolute maximum at the moment. Maybe now, once they've managed to put the Axis players on a bit on the defensive, they'll be able to take a breath and do exactly as he said. Katyusha barrages are still falling, and Bradare is getting himself another Su-85.
Never-ending Katyusha fire.
Yeah, now they're getting up to higher levels of vet. They're just able to fire almost all the time. Jim's Katyusha is up to vet through 31 kills, and its cooldown is almost over. And Bradare, he's got a vet 2 Katyusha and a vet 1 Katyusha. So vet 1 not quite as useful as some of the others, and snipers are 1-man vet 3 sniper. I think you need to retreat. Yep, there he goes. And here comes the infantry. So Bradare was complaining about the blobs before, but I think they've managed to put the hurt in on ZarkCloud.
Yeah.
Punish him for that blobby play. He's lost so much to these Katyushas and to mines as well.
Yeah, he's only got 2 infantries and 2 vehicles, so the Obersoldaten, Rogues, Panther, and the Walking Stuka.
Oh boy. This could be a nasty walking Stuka, but actually the combat engineers do not retreat through it, and Bradare is able to get his conscripts out of the way. Oh, man. This has been a crazy game so far, and take a look at the VPs.
Yeah.
The Allies are have less than 60 VPs.
Oh.
Fewer than 60 VPs. We must remember to speak proper grammar at all times. Oh, T-34-85 gets a shot. Takes a shot to the face from the elephant.
Conscripts. Oh, Walking
That
Stuka dive.
That was a strange Stuka dive bomb target.
I guess he was hoping for in case the Allies would retreat, it will kind of like drop in while they were retreating, so
yeah,
can't be sure.
Whoa! A whole bunch of infantry just got killed by a Katyusha barrage. Looked like that was maybe a concentrated barrage. Let's see if that's what that was. I'm not sure, but it killed, I think, it killed at least 1 full squad, possibly 2. Walking Stuka firing once again. Snipers are sprinting away, and this looks like it could be a nasty one, but the spread is favorable to the Allies. That, by all rights, that should have been much worse than it was. Uh-oh, snipers are in big trouble as some Vet 5 Obersoldaten get right up on top of them. They're down to 2 men, but I think this Vet 3 squad with 1 man left may be in a bit of trouble. It's really amazing that Jim has been able to get as many...
Stupid dive coming in.
Again? What is the cooldown on that? Oh, wow. Huge splash damage. Clears out the crew of his Zis gun. Huh. Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah.
The armies, VIPUKS and ZarkCloud, their armies are quite badly depleted. ZarkCloud is getting himself a King Tiger right now, and other than that, he's got a Panther and 3 men of an Obersoldat in the squad, in addition to his walking Stuka. Bradare is floating so much fuel, and Jim has now got enough to get himself a new IS-2 if he wants.
ZarkCloud is going in for a sneaky flank there with the Panther, and he just hit a mine, so damaged engine, so he's pulling it back. Yeah, no point in. Might get surprised by all those anti-tank grenades, so...
Very smart move by the Allies to put down mines. When you're playing with a lot of those delicate artillery pieces, you really need to put a mine on any flanking routes that might come up. And ZarkCloud's put down some zeroing artillery into the center of the map, but I will be amazed if that does anything.
Oh, it's just to keep them away from...
Yeah.
If it can scare them away, so...
37 kills on 1 sniper from Jim and 23 on the others, so that's a cool 60 between the 2 of them, and I think that number is about to go up once again. Do I hear a howitzer from Bradare? No, that must have been something else.
Yeah.
It would be crazy to build a howitzer, as I've said a couple of times. You know, even though it's been used primarily for scouting, the 221 has actually gotten 3 kills and is almost up to Vet 1. Ooh! More rockets falling in the center, and the battle group headquarters from VIPUKS, or from ZarkCloud, has gone down. And the Axis are getting slowly but steadily pushed back as they lose more and more units. VIPUKS is getting himself another half-track, and ZarkCloud's King Tiger has arrived.
And a new group of T-34s are out, so
interesting
there's
choice.
3 of them now.
Yeah, I guess he didn't fancy the chances of the IS-2 going head-to-head against the Elephant and whatever support the Germans are able to muster between themselves. And I think that's maybe a good choice. The Elephant, as we saw, died pretty badly. Yeah, this Elephant's at only 50-60% health. It needs to pull back and get repairs, or it's in real danger of going down to just a quick flank from the T-34s. Katyusha's got plenty of targets to hit, and woo! Jim almost walked his snipers into the barrage. He needs to pull his penal battalion back, and another squad of retreats as well from Bradare.
And we might see a base rush here.
Ho ho ho! So these T-34-85s, Jim does not have marked target available to him, so they're not going to be quite as strong as they would be if he was guard motor coordination tactics, which is whence you usually see T-34-85s. King Tiger's coming up behind this one.
Nice.
Oh boy, Vet 2 tank is in real danger of going down. He needs to keep pulling it back. I mean, he could even pull it back and try to go for a crazy ram on the rear armor, and oh, he just loses that. That's a bit too bad. And VIPUKS is getting himself another P4.
You mind? Oh, Panther just hit it.
Oh, Panther hits it right in front of a Zis gun as well. Is that in the center of the map? Oh, it goes down and drops his machine gun as well. These Vet 3 conscripts are going to be able to pick that up. Elephant's definitely not going to be able to stop them. This T-30-45 getting pretty ballsy.
Oh.
Panther goes down, and King Tiger takes a bit of damage as well.
Are still firing? Is this gun? Yeah.
Yes, this gun looks like it's going to be able to escape with its life, with its crew's life, and the vet that it's managed to accumulate so far. It needs to get on back to base, however. It's quite badly damaged. Or the crew is quite badly damaged.
The decap when for the allies on the right side, you see the right VPs taken.
He's gotten in deep to get that. That strafe is going to be coming back for another pass in a moment, and see if the Schwere Panzer headquarters takes it down. When those planes get shot down, you generally want them to die on the first pass, because otherwise they're going to come back and potentially land on your own guys. Oh, AT grenade bounces on the rear armor of the King Tiger, but it does end up getting a damaged engine from something. I'm not sure what. Zis guns are firing, but they're bouncing. T-3485, one of the remaining two, is coming up. And the King Tiger is doing tons and tons of damage. All this allied infantry, they have to retreat. And the Elephant is trying to get in hit. The Elephant still has not been repaired. I'm not sure there are any units capable of repairing. Look at all of this fire coming into the center of the map.
That was actually pretty cool from that IL-2 Stumovik, just hitting that King Tiger in the rear.
It did actually a bit of damage as well. And oh, conscripts, they must have been trying to throw an AT grenade on King Tiger. They go down, returning the MG34 back to Axe's hands, and the Grenadiers are more than happy to pick that up for themselves.
It just managed to get level 1.
This T-3485, I think a suicide ram might even be in order. King Tiger's just got a dot of health as it pulls back, and amazingly, ZarkCloud begins upgrading the machine gun on it, even with so little health left. Yeah, it's a good idea, but wait until it's got a bit more health left.
Yeah, it might be a waste if it goes down now.
AT gun is way too far forward, given everything that's up here. But the snipers are up to support as well, and I hear a Katyusha firing once again.
Same with Walking Stuka.
So much indirect fire. Did that Walking Stuka hit anything? I didn't see.
No, not really. And KT is back to health. They should do the same thing with the Alpha, like you said.
Jesus Christ, that didn't take long. No, yeah, with 2 squads of Sturm Pioneers, with their sweepers, they should definitely get up there and repair that. But one thing to note is in the last, 10 minutes, I think the Allies have only dropped 1 victory point. Because now they've dropped 2, or 3. They've had excellent control, and ZarkCloud is just playing with fire, putting this new battle group headquarters as far forward as he is. I really don't know why he's doing that.
At least put it up against the trees or something like that, so
it's slightly less likely to get killed by the Katyushas. But as soon as the Allies discover that, those Katyushas are going to start firing. Man, Bradare is suffering terrible damage on his infantry from this King Tiger. King Tiger's got 25 kills. Bet 1, and well, it will be a little while before it gets up to Vet 2.
Man, those shots are just bouncing off on it. I mean, I don't even see a pixel off.
Yeah, it has not suffered any damage at all despite... Oh, there's the first bit of damage. Oh, AT gun is cleared out. Fire. Yeah, it hasn't even started getting any kind of defensive bonuses as well. Katyushas are firing onto the new battle group headquarters. I don't know if they spotted that yet. I guess they did. Now would be a good time to fire another Katyusha barrage into the center VP. It looks like they're doing a bit of a walking barrage, and lots of fire going into the center, but it looks like the Axis... Ooh. How did the strafe do that much damage to the King Tiger? Did it do that much damage to the King Tiger? Plane is shot down, crashes off map.
Nice.
So, ZarkCloud lost himself another full squad of Volksgrenadiers in the center to a Katyusha barrage as they were trying to retreat away. VIPUKS, his teammate, does manage to raise the flag for the Axis.
There's an MG over there as well, just to guard it.
The double P4s came up and destroyed the Zis gun itself after it was decrewed. And oh my god, another conscript squad from Bradare cut down. How many has he built this game?
Yes,
look at all of those There's so many bodies and just pieces of guns and tanks littering the center of the map. Bradare is getting himself another Su-85. Katyushas are doing a good bit of steady damage to the infantry of the German armies, but they don't have the penetration that they need to damage the King Tiger.
Oh, Usulan almost went down there in the middle.
Oh, we have a flank coming off from two new T-34, are these new? Anyway, from two T-34-85s, and they're pounding on the Schwerer Panzer headquarters.
They have some veterancy now.
One P4 looks like it was destroyed by Su-85s in the center of the map, and the Elephant is coming up to support as well. T-34-85s have backed off a little bit. They're out of the Elephant's cone of vision, and they're still putting in fire, possibly using attack ground onto the Schwerer Panzer headquarters. It is just 1 or 2 moments away from going down. Su-85 and AT guns are firing onto the German tanks into the center. Schwerer Panzer headquarters still alive, miraculously.
There's 3 Pioneer squads there. Oh, finally went down.
Yeah, despite their best efforts. And Bradare's having to invest. Bradare's investing into more AT guns after his Su-85 fell. Oh! Pioneers getting blown to bits by more Katyusha fire coming in, and these squads are forced to back away a little bit.
Circling around this gun that P4 is.
Is that this week's this week's movie quote? Channeling a bit of Yoda right there. P4 is destroyed. I'm not entirely sure by what. Probably the T-34-85s. Katyusha fire is falling onto the center of the map. A walking Stuka fire goes forward and may catch the snipers. One sniper squad is killed, and the Zis gun is decrewed. And the Grenadiers are forced to retreat before they're able to finish capturing the center of Victory Point. Allies down to 27, and they're about to have the drain going against them. 200 VPs in Axis favor. Jim is quite close to being able to get himself a new set of T-34-85s or perhaps an IS-2. Oh, Bradare's army is just pounded down again and again.
He went for an IS-2.
Alright, there we go. Double Zis guns are firing onto the King Tiger, and if he gets a little too brave, he's at risk of losing it. He's taking a ton of damage here. And
he's a blitz.
Using Blitz. And the T-34-85 is going for it. I don't know if he maybe should have waited for some more backup. I'm not sure what he'd be able to expect. The cap is stopped in the center of the map, and it looks like
used, like Ram, that I don't know, might not have worked, but
more Katyusha fire coming in, killing full squads of Sturm Pioneers, and Jim is in the center, lowering the victory point with the King Tiger forced back. He's not going to be able to stop this attack with just an Elephant and a half-track, which isn't even upgraded. Big frontal penetration on the Elephant. It's nearly up to Vet 3. One more little bit of damage, either dealt or received, and it is going to be up there. AT gun is moving up as well to start firing on there, and ooh, crew shock on the IS-2. Wow, that was the IS-2. It's been whittled down so much and actually gets destroyed. Oh, a walking Stuka falling in the center of the map. Allies are down to 10 points.
Katyusha's coming in as well, returning fire.
Oh, they need to put something on the middle VP. They can't afford to lose it. Oh, T-34-85 is destroyed. Oh boy.
Okay.
Well. And a bit of commentary going on. And I'm going to divert my eyes from what's happening in the chat area. Vet 3 Elephant, not bad. And I think that VIPUKS and ZarkCloud have taken this one, and I'll just say that Jim and Bradare have chosen to concede. It looks like we may not have seen the end of this.
Funny guys, though.
Ooh. So, what do you think, Kilrathi Soldier?
Fun game.
Yes.
Fun game.
It was not. It was pretty much what you'd expect to see on Minsk Pocket. But
I think it was a good choice with the Katyushas. I mean, they wanted to keep the Germans off balance, and it helped a great deal.
oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the Germans always like the heavy armor, especially when you get Jaeger armor, and then the KTs you can get no matter what. And I guess some more flank maneuvers from the Ruskies might have done it. I mean, they did do some, but in the heat of battle, sometimes you feel like, I need to engage this head on. But on this map, I think there could have been some more flanking maneuvers. But then, yeah.
Yeah, when the Germans
It's easy.
like you're saying, when the Germans are so invested into things like elephants and King Tigers, then you can actually get quite a bit out of lighter vehicles, because those huge heavy tanks are so committed to fighting in one area of the map that it becomes very difficult for them to shift to one side or to the other. And if you can, it's extremely difficult, but if you can take advantage of superior speed, then you can do that. But I also, maybe Bradare had not picked the commander that he picked. I don't think it's ideal on this map, and especially VIPUKS really shut down the advantage that he could have gotten out of having a howitzer just by picking the commander that he did.
I don't think per se that what Bradare he chose was bad per se, because the howitzer is a good choice on this map. The only thing is that when you have like the Jaeger armor with the recon and Stuka dive, that's when it becomes a problem. But for the map itself, I don't think it's that bad, because when you look at he's supporting Bradare Jim, which has gone heavy armor, and his commander choice, the Soviet shock arm, I think it's more supports the armored assault tactics in a good way.
True.
So, but yeah, in hindsight, yeah, but I think it's more because of the recon and the Stuka dive. It would have been a problem.
Yeah, it's not nice when your opponent can just one-shot your expensive artillery piece.
Yeah, and that's what happened with the Pak 43.
Yes, true. That is what happened to the Pak 43. It went down to that single Katyusha barrage. Man, it's I mean, I know it can go down to a single Zis barrage. Those things really don't have a whole lot of health. They even take quite a lot of damage just from like M8A1 barrages from the U.S. But yeah, this was this was an exciting match, and I cannot. There was that part where they were fighting like point blank elephant fire onto Bradare's tier 4, and they managed to push them back and really whittle down the German armies quite a lot.
Yeah.
Apparently, there were more games played between these two teams. Perhaps those will surface in the future. Anyway, that'll wrap up this one, and we've got another 2v2 that I'm hoping that we'll be able to reach soon. So, Kilrathi Soldier, do you think that have you exhausted the entertainment value that you'll be able to wrench out of Company of Heroes 2 this week, or can we do another cast soon?
Tomorrow, we could do one tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe we'll do it tomorrow.
I think it's possible.
So
possible it is.
That's yeah. And on that note, bye bye, folks.
Until next time.